Hello everyone, welcome to another video in which I will be telling you about the comparable and comparator. So basically this is the first part in which I will be using comparable interface and I will be sorting a list on the basis of its data. So let's get started and go to the file and create a Java project. Name it as comparable and comparator interfaces demo. This is fine and I'll click on finish, and inside this I'll create a class and name it as person and name the package as com.sumit.playjava. Okay, and this is a kind of model class in which I will be providing the data. On the basis of the data I will be sorting this person collection of the persons. So name it as provide the data as private int age and private string name. Let's sort the data on the basis of two entries only, that is for age and name only. So provide getters and setters, right click and go to the source and click on getter and setters. Just select the entries on which you want to provide getters and setters and click on OK. And for sorting on the basis of comparable, we want the comparable interface to be implemented in this person class. So provide the comparable interface here only. So write it at implements comparator, not comparator, comparable. So it will ask on which basis you want to compare, which class you want to compare. So provide as person only. I want to sort on the basis of person only, and also provide the unimplemented method, that is compare to method. So this is a compare to method, as it compares to this class only, that is whatever person I am passing from another source, it will just compare to the data of this person class only. So it doesn't take two arguments, it takes only one argument, that is the person on which I am passing and the another person which class is there. So I will be sorting the data here only, name it as P, and what I will do here, I will compare if age, that is age of this class, that is object of this class which is being made, is greater than p dot get age, that is p is a person which I am passing from another method, then return 1, any positive number you can return, just go for 1 only, and I am just write another if condition, if age is less than p dot get age, then return -1 or any negative number. 1 and -1 are just small numbers, so that's why it's good to use, otherwise return 0. So this is the part which I have done to compare the data of two or more persons. I'll make another class in which I'll provide the main method, name it as main class, and I'll provide the main method here. And what I'll do here, I'll just create two person objects, person P1 is equal to new person, and I'll provide the data of person 1, P1 dot set age, provide the age as suppose 22, and P1 dot set name it as Sumit. Okay, similarly I will copy this data only, I'll paste it here and name it as P2. Okay, and what I'll do here, I'll just call the collections.sort method. Another thing I'm going to do is to provide age as 18 and call it as John, and I'll apply a for loop for person P from the list of person, and I'll create a list of person. List is equal to new array list, not array blocking queue but array list, and I'll provide person here. I will import this list from java.util, and now I'm gonna add these two objects, that is person P1 and P2, to this list. So list dot add P1 and list dot add P2. So these two objects I have added in this list, and now I'm going to print this list one by one through for method. So I will just print first I will print the age, p dot get age, and then I will print name, p dot get name. So this is fine. I am not using any sorting technique here, I am just printing the data. Okay, so I will just run this class. See, no sorting has been done, it is just giving as the entries which has been stored in the list. So 21 is stored first, so it came first, and then 18 came after that, so 18 is coming after that. 1-2 times, let me check, 1 or 2 times. See, every time it is giving same data. So it is giving data on the basis of list data which has been added in this list. So what I'll do here, I'll provide collections.sort method. See, we have two methods, that is, one is for sorting just list, and another for sorting within the basis of comparator. On the basis of comparator we will see in the next class, that is in the next tutorial, and on the basis of just list, this is by using comparable. So I'll use this only for comparable and provide this list here, and see what happens here. The data which is coming on the basis of the entries which has been added, it will now get sorted on the basis of age. Okay, so I'll just run this. See, 18 came first and 22 came after that. One more thing we can also do is that when it becomes equal, like suppose here I'll provide 18, and when I'll sort this, it will give same data, that is, it will not sort anything, it will just give the same data. So what we can do here is we can provide, when it is giving equal data of age, then we can do one thing, that is to compare the name on the basis, and on the basis of the name comparison we can sort the data. So what I will do here, I will write name dot compare to method. You see here it is a compare to method, so I will pass p dot get name, and what it will do, it will first check that whether the age is greater than or less than or not. If it is coming same, then what it will do, it will just compare the name, and on the basis of the name it will sort the data. So after doing this, see what will come. See, John came in the first, so it first checked whether the age are same or not. If they are coming same, so it is returning on the basis of name, that is, John came first. So this is all about the comparator, comparable, and basic thing which needs to be taken into mind is just implement the comparable on the class in which you are using as a list. So that's for the first part. for comparable, and next class we will be looking on comparator. Thank you.